to PilotEdge.
Hey Das, what's up, brother? Happy Friday to you, my friend. TGIF. Alright, I just downloaded and installed the current SimToolkit Pro, so we're going to give that a whirl. Pop out this chat window. Alright, weather is updated, so let's do a weather reload. Oh no, your GPU died. The GTX 770, so I've done a complete system upgrade to the 3070, going to have a sweet time. Did you get the 3070? Like, did you just order it, or do you actually have it in hand? Because a buddy of mine, he ordered it. That's like the latest, right? That's the latest and greatest from NVIDIA. Buddy of mine ordered it, and it keeps getting pushed back. Matter of fact, he told me that they got an email that says if you still want the card, there's been more taxes applied, and now you have to pay even more for it. So hopefully that doesn't happen to you. But you got to do what you got to do when your card craps out on you. This airplane's a monster. It's coming Tuesday? It is the latest and greatest. Yeah, it is. That's what I'm hearing. Well, that's awesome. What processor do you have that you're going to be using with it? Should be pretty powerful processor. Otherwise, you're going to have a bottleneck. Because that's what my buddy Will is dealing with right now, is bottleneck issues. Well, he's waiting on his GPU. He's like a top of the line, everything else. And all right, let's turn on some batteries here. And ground services. Let's turn on some external power here. Turn on our passenger stuff. Went with the Ryzen 3700. Oh, that's like a really good one, yeah. The Ryzen 9s are super inflated. So once they drop, it'll socket one of those in. Oh, okay. That's good thinking. I did a similar thing with my motherboard. I made it to where I can upgrade it. Because I have an i7 9700. So I can do the i9s, I think. I can upgrade for the socket I have. Decided against Intel this time because Intel changes socket every year to force motherboard upgrade. Yeah, exactly. Yep. That's good thinking. So I'm okay for a while. I mean, may have to upgrade my processor at some point, but right now, you know, the flight sims are pretty much single core still. Um, I think XP11 will probably be strictly Vulkan, and then that will be, you know, better for GPUs. And DCS is going to be going to Vulkan at some point, but right now it's still single core speed, and that's what I have is top of the line single core speed. So I'm okay right now, but we'll see what happens in the future. Let's do nav light, logo, seat belts, arm those things. Get the adheres. Your computer from before was built in 2013. Oh my God! Yeah, you had a relic there, didn't you? But using Linux, that makes a big difference. I hear. I've never messed with Linux. Still didn't have issues. GPU just decided it was done. So it sounds like you're doing a whole new build then, right? If you had a 2013, I feel like you'd have to start a whole new build, like new Mobo and all that. All right, let's go heavy. So we're going to do 241. And we're at 22%. Zero fuel weight is 187.9. 187.9. I shoved my even older GTX 280 into the current computer from 2013. It's 2009. Oh my God, that's crazy. GTX 280. It's hard to believe that that was even a thing. I think it was like a GTX 7 something was the earliest card I remember installing. Alright, let's come over here. We're going to go to SimBrief. And 0 fuel weight was 187.9er. I had to hack and recompile the old NVIDIA 340 drivers to Yeah. Where did you find those drivers? Oh my God. You didn't find them on NVIDIA, did you? Did you have to take them from and how did you do that? Like where'd you find the drivers that were that old? All right, we're gonna go 13. We'll just round it up to 14. Oh, now 13,441. for fuel. Cost index 21. Make sure that zero fuel weight is correct. 187 9er. Come down here. LA PilotEdge 3001. And that is with information Charlie. And they're departing on the 25s. Landing weights at San Fran. File IFR. United Slant Lima, we're a heavy 30,000. We don't need an alternate. File. This is our route. Linux kernels don't support that old driver by default, but I got it working and gaming again. 1 gig of VRAM. Got it running in XP11 because why not? It's actually working in XP11. The drivers are in old kernels, so I grabbed an old kernel, extracted the driver from that. That was smart. I never would have thought of that, but I don't know anything about Linux. Are you an IT guy by trade, or do you just know it from playing around with it? We are down here somewhere. All right, flight plans on file. Come back in here. The computer still has your 4770K Haslow. Wow. So, but you are building a brand new computer, right? Like new motherboard, new everything. Yes, it thinned the kernel down. XP11 does 20 to 35 FPS. Minimize graphic settings. That's still pretty impressive to get even 20 FPS with such an old feature set there. It's pretty cool. All right, let's do implement that and fuel 13441. And let's do about 30 minutes and 10 minutes. Implement. All right. Loading up. Come down here. Turn that on. Turn that on.
Cessna 957 is type 172 Cessna Skyhawk, flanked off at 5,600, just 3 miles east.
A new one? Okay. I'm in a database developer by trade. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you definitely have a background in computers, but have only used Linux since the 90s. Occasionally using dual boot Windows up till Vista. After Vista, I never had Windows again. Huh. Well, I guess you can't play around with the Microsoft Flight Simulator then, because that's, you know, strictly Microsoft. Of course, I'm not using it either right now because it's horrible. I might try to get back into that sim once Airsoft releases their CRJ, but until then I have no interest in it. It's just too many issues with that. But with Linux, X-Plane probably runs super smooth because a lot of the developers in X-Plane do all their testing on Linux, from what I understand, if I'm even saying that word right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain and crew would like to welcome you on board this Airbus A350. If you haven't already done so, please stow your carry-on luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. The flight crew
No, I
will do
wouldn't want
everything
to
possible to
anyways.
make your
I
flight
can't stand
comfortable and
spreadsheet
enjoyable.
flying.
Xplane.org, onesim.com, and Ramsus Aviation Design
Yeah, I
wish you a pleasant flight
I
from
flew
Munich.
around, like I own it. I bought just a base package, the $60 one or whatever it is, just to try it out. I flew it like 2 or 3 times. I flew around my hometown in Philadelphia, check out the sites, the cities, and because the ortho scenery that they're using is from a time period that still had some of the like McDonald's and stuff that I used to work at when I was a kid was actually in Microsoft Flight Sim. They're using a model that is still there because like the McDonald's and a lot of the buildings are no longer there these days. So it was kind of cool, to go down memory lane with it. But other than just exploring, because visually it's outstanding, but other than that, it's horrible. It's just a straight up game. It's not a sim. So I flew it like 3 times, 2 or 3 times, and I was like, wait until they get things a little better. All right, let's do. Get this APU cranked on here. MSFS is like World of Warcraft, the flight sims. Hand holds you an entire way. Yeah, I'll take XP11 or airfoil flight physics over iScenery. That's how I am. I look at it as a game. Same thing as like you said, WoW or something like that. Or Elite Dangerous. It's just a flying game. It's nothing that you could actually practice with, like procedures and stuff like that. At least not right now. Maybe 5 years from now, they might have their act together. But they took a company. It's not even Microsoft that's really doing it. It's that Acebo company, which is not a. They didn't build the flight sim. Microsoft built the first flight sim and the subsequent ones. Um, but visually, it's pretty stunning. I'll give them that. Bleed on and APU gen on. And we'll turn on these cargo things. Throw that thing on. You got engine, 18 quarts of oil. And where's hydro? Hydro is full, so we're good on engine and hydro. Let's do anti-skid somewhere. There we go. Those 3 knobs are facing up. Let's get surveillance cranked on here. We'll go serve and standby. That looks good. We'll do squawk. And we're on standby, that's fine. Plus the XP11 has better ortho than theirs. I agree, like up high, Microsoft, in my opinion, beats the ortho in X-Plane. But when you get under 1,000 feet, X-Plane is just superior. Like everything looks like it's melted, like it's a wax museum. It looks stupid when you're down low, but otherwise it looks pretty good when you're above 1,000 feet. Where can I control what ortho is pulled in? Oh, where you can control. Plus, I don't trust having my scenery on a remote server that depends on network for quality data. If I want to go hermit in the mountains with XP11, I can. Yes. The only difference is, you have to have all the hard drive space. I bought like 2 additional SSDs just for my ortho scenery and other stuff. So it's that's the only positive thing. But like you said, you have to have a pretty good stable internet connection to download that much data as you're flying. And of course, you can pre-download some data too, I think. Let's get this init going here. United, we are at LEX, going to SFO. And LEX is 3356 and 1824, so align, return, and then we'll come over here to charts, LEX, and clearance 120/35. I use a SATEC panel, so you won't be able to actually see it, but that's okay.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk 23678. I'm VFI, I'd like to cancel.
God, that's loud.
For 23678, for cancellation received. Squawk and maintain VFI.
Squawk and maintain VFI, frequency change approved. 678, thank you.
So you can't control the volume there, huh? Guess I'll control it here.
November 982 Charlie Alpha is cleared to Van Nuys Airport. On departure, fly runway heading. Radar vector Seal Beach VOR. Seal Beach 341 radial. Elmu.
But if you
Victor
fly in only specific areas, then you don't need a lot of space.
Direct.
That's true. That's very true.
Maintain 3000.
And most of my flying, 90% of my flying is PilotEdge area, as you guys know. So all my stuff is like Orbix Ortho, for Washington and LA and all that.
Seal Beach, I didn't hear the radio. I think it's just 341, I believe. The radio Elmo, Victor 186, Van Nuys, VOR, direct, 3000, we'll expect 6000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1.
135.65 is
982 Charlie Alpha, read back what's correct.
Yes.
Los Angeles International Airport. ATIS information Delta. 1953 Zulu. Wind 190 at 10. Gust 17. Visibility 10. 4,500 scattered. Ceiling 10,000 broken. 16,000 broken. Temperature 16. Dew point 9er. Altimeter 997. Arriving runways 24 right, 25 left. Departing runways 24 left, 25 left, 25 right. ILS runway 24 right and 25 left approach in use or vector for visual approach will be provided. Simultaneous visual approaches to all runways are in progress. Simultaneous instrument departures in progress. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions.
Elevation
Advise on initial
127.
contact you have information Delta.
Current with Delta. Let's pop that back on.
Here's 881 Foxtrot. Thank you.
Oh, they just had a shift change.
November
Or
457
no, they
Kilo,
didn't.
John
Okay.
Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land.
20 right, clear to land, 57 Kilo.
Number
Alright.
32 Whiskey, if I didn't say it, resume on
127.
navigation and appropriate VFR altitudes.
Actually, that's my weather is not updated yet, so we're gonna go with my weather, which is 3004, and that matches way better. I'll double check that before we depart out of here. And I'm on clearance.
901 Delta
with
Mike,
Delta.
contact LA Center 134.65.
See if I can get in here. Afternoon, Los Angeles clearance, United 1399 Heavy at the terminal with Delta, IFR San Francisco. San Fran. San Fran.
November 901 Delta Mike, LA Center, the Daggett altimeter 2987.
Squawk.
November, correction, United 1399 Heavy, LA clearance, clear to San Francisco Airport, Summer 2 departure, stoked, transition, and then as filed. Climb via Civics, I maintain 5,000, departure frequency 125.2, squawk 2661.
Cleared to San Francisco via Summer 2 departure, Stoke transition, then as filed. Climb via the Civics at maintain 5000, departure 125.2, squawk 2661, United 1399 Heavy.
United 1399 Heavy, read back correct.
Alright, so we're gonna squawk, we're gonna
November 7,
2661.
Romeo at J parking ready to taxi to 11 left with India.
7901 Juliet Romeo, Torrance Ground, runway 11 left, taxi via Alpha Bravo.
Taxi via Alpha Bravo 11 left, 1 Juliet Romeo.
Number 0 Victor Juliet, contact departure.
Over to departure, 0 Victor Juliet. SoCal departure, Cirrus 80 Victor Juliet, 3,900, climbing 4,000.
Number 80 Victor Juliet, SoCal departure, radar contact, turn right, heading 340, climb and maintain 11,000.
Right to 340 and 11,000, 0 Victor Juliet.
November 9332 Whiskey, low altitude alert, the minimum vectoring altitude in your area is 7,900.
Alright, the...
SoCal, November 9332 Whiskey.
It's kind of a crosswind at our cruise.
Yeah, we
and
just like to go ahead and terminate flight following at this time.
Cruise winds is
32 Whiskey, okay. Radar service is terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
249
Thanks, have a good day.
at 69, so...
Santa Maria Tower says 931, holding short 30.
So we're gonna do cruise of...
Air 931 Santa Maria Tower, runway 30, cleared for takeoff, proceed on course.
CI was 20 something.
0 Victor Juliet, 1 able, clear direct to Lang, and
21.
resume O navigation.
Clear direct to Lang and O navigation, 0 Victor Juliet.
Do a headwind of about half of that. So that was, we'll say 30. HD 30. And we're gonna do, let's see here. So we're gonna do a departure. Actually, let me switch to ground control before I forget. 2175, towers 120.95. 95. Departure. Runway 25 right, I think. 25 right.
San Bernardino fuel turns Sky High November 92 Charlie Alpha. We are ready to taxi. We have India.
Navigraph charts is acting stupid.
982 Charlie Alpha, it's just Torrance Ground is the call sign. That's all you need to say. Torrance Ground, Torrance Tower. Runway 11 left, taxi via Alpha Bravo.
Summer 2, stoked. So we're going to do 25 right, Summer 2, stoke transition.
Did you say runway 29 or repeat that?
982 Charlie Alpha, runway 11 left, taxi via Alpha Bravo.
Okay, 11 left, Alpha Bravo 2 Charlie Alpha.
Alright, apparently these charts are not working. I don't know what the deal
Torrance
is.
Tower, November 79er, 1 Juliet Romeo, hold short at 11 left, ready for a left close traffic.
For 211 Foxtrot Uniform, you're leaving Bravo airspace, resume on navigation at appropriate VFR altitudes, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
Full approach should be
Resume on
Arnav
navigation,
Eddie
contact SoCal approach 128.1, Twin Diamond 1 Foxtrot Uniform, thank you.
via
7901 Juliet Romeo,
Surfer.
Torrance Tower, make left, close traffic, runway 11 left, cleared for takeoff, report midfield, downwind each path.
Clear for takeoff, 11 left, report, midfield, 1 Juliet Romeo.
Surfer, stoked, and then Surfer.
57 Kilo on Juliet for west parking.
57 Kilo, taxi to parking via Bravo, monitor ground.
Via Bravo, monitor ground, 57 Kilo, thanks.
We're 20957, contact SoCal approach 126.7.
Man, I cannot get any of the charts to pull up on my laptop.
Good day.
Maybe if I
Santa
log
Barbara
out
approach
and then log back in.
49931, just departed Santa Maria, 2,300 for 5,500, requesting VFR flight following. November 49931, Santa Barbara departure, squawk 4743.
Alright, so we're going to go back to init, wind, climb winds,
SoCal
request.
approach Twin Diamonds 211 Foxtrot Uniform is with you at 5,500 feet.
211 Foxtrot Uniform, SoCal departure, John Wayne altimeter 29er98, hotel is current there.
908 for Twin Diamond 1 Foxtrot Uniform.
For 49931, your radar contact a mile and a half north of Santa Maria Airport, and I'm going to be unable to continue scoring for the Cat 5 rating. While you're inside Santa Maria's Class Delta airspace, you either need to be on their frequency, or you can request an early frequency change, but you can't just change frequencies early on your own.
That's so loud.
Okay, got it.
Wish I could adjust it.
We're 931, would you like to continue? Can I restart?
187.9.
SoCal approach, that's in November 20957 with you,
CG is 22.
20947 SoCal approach, Palm Springs altimeter 299er6.
22 passenger count.
7 Kilo pass for the I-1.
241.
Thank you, 57 Kilo.
21 taxi, that's all fine, and block fuel is 14.0.
Torrance Tower, 1 Juliet Romeo, midfield and downwind for 11 left.
Because I'm using this fuel on board right now, which is 1400 because I was. Our takeoff weight is 13.
For 1 Juliet Romeo, runway 11 left, clear for the option.
Fuel's there.
Clear for the options, 11 left, 1 Juliet Romeo.
Alright. That's good. Takeoff. Perf calculator. 1 plus F, 153. And 55 and 57. And 630. 1630, 18's transition. All right. All right. Let's do plan. Make sure this all looks copacetic. That looks fine. All right. Did the flex temperature. There's no return sit on this plane. APU is started. The APU bleed generator is on. Autopilot setup. We are cleared to fly the SID up to 5,000 feet. So we're going to bring this up to 5,000. Climb and nav are blue. We're good there. Let's verify APU is our power source.
349er Mike Echo, contact Joshua, approach 126.1.
Which it is. It's supplying that power.
We're 211 Foxtrot Uniform, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8.
So we can get rid of
126.8, Twin Diamond, 1 Foxtrot Uniform.
we can get rid of this stuff. Oh, I need to disconnect them first. So we're gonna tell the ground crew people.
For the Cat 5.
Disconnect, disconnect.
We're 499er31, Santa Maria ground runway 30, taxi via Alpha. 30 via Alpha. And November 931 on your way over there, I need you to file a flight plan again. Just refile the exact same one that says that you're doing the rating. Alright, we'll file right now, 931.
John Wayne Tower, Twin Diamond, 211 Fox Uniform is 7.5 miles to the west, inbound for landing, full stop out of Information Hotel.
November
Disconnect.
211 Foxtrot Uniform, John Wayne Tower, enter right downwind, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Push back.
Enter right downwind for runway 20 right, clear to land. Twin Diamond, 1 Foxtrot Uniform ready.
Let's start the push
Joshua
back.
approach, Skyhawk 349 Mike Echo, level 10,000, information from Tango.
Come up here and we'll turn on all this stuff to make the plane
349
start.
Mike Echo, Joshua approach. Do you have an approach request at Victorville?
If we'd like to do the VOR DME, runway 17 from Apples.
Number 9er Mike Echo, cross Apples at or above 8,000, cleared VOR DME, runway 17 approach.
Apples at or above 8,000, cleared VOR DME 17, 349 Mike Echo.
November 901, Delta Mike, cross WIG at 10,000, Las Vegas, altimeter 2982.
I have nothing to say, sir. Is there anything you want?
Nope, just checking. Alright, overhead is good. Pre-flight is done.
Torrance Tower, the Skyhawk November 902 Charlie Alpha, ready for arrival, departure is on ice.
Ready to connect.
This door is, I believe, shut.
November 982 Charlie Alpha, Torrance Tower, runway 11 left, cleared for takeoff.
11 left, clear for takeoff, 2 Charlie Alpha.
So go ahead and lock that door.
Clear 80 Victor Juliet, contact Joshua, approach 126.1.
Eric is good.
26.10 Victor Juliet.
We shall tell the gate to go away. Okay. Going ahead and we'll squawk mode Charlie there. I think that's
Joshua approach, Cirrus 80 Victor Juliet, 11,000.
Inserted. Release.
Right there, Victor Juliet, Joshua approach, Palmdale, altimeter 2987.
Fuel quantity, we're good.
2987, 0 Victor
Load
Juliet.
sheet's good. Zero fuel weight's good. ECAM check is should be on auto. So we'll leave that on
Forest
auto.
Tower 12 Juliet Romeo, midfield on downwind for 11 left.
Seatbelts are on. External power's off. Park and brake, pushback truck. Okay, engine start, beacon light.
November 1 Juliet Romeo, runway 11 left,
On.
push the option.
Three for the options,
ECAM
11
auto,
left, 1
I mean
Juliet
auto,
Romeo.
engine selector,
November 2
start.
Charlie Alpha, contact SoCal departure.
Let's see how we're
SoCal
looking on the
departure.
outside here. Okay. Go ahead and start our pushback.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
SoCal departure.
Engine
Sky at November
1.
982 Charlie Alpha. 600 climbing, 3,000 restricted.
And we got rotation. I've been playing around with the Tolas A321 with the JAR Design Copilot. And I've been having a blast with that. I'm going to be flying that tonight on VATSIM. I have an Allegiant virtual group flight tonight.
Alpha, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 6,000.
6,000 to Charlie Alpha.
Bunch of Traffic Global guys cruising
We're 1
around.
Papa Foxtrot, contact Joshua approach 124.55.
Here's 81 Foxtrot 12455.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnected tow. Stand by.
Ladies and gentlemen, we request your full attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. When the seatbelt sign illuminates, you must fasten your seatbelt insert the metal
To
fixture into the elbow
flaps 1.
by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt,
The trim is automatic.
we suggest that you keep
23, 20 for 23, so we are good there.
Airbus A350 has
Do
been
a control
emergency
check.
equipped. 4 on the
Flight
left
control.
side of the cabin and 4 on the right. Please take a few moments
Right,
now.
left,
Locate your
right,
nearest
left.
exit.
Man,
In some
I feel like I'm
Joshua
back in my
approach,
military
Here's 81
times.
Foxtrot 7,000.
Need to arm spoilers. Let me see if these things work first.
Mohammed,
Spoilers are armed. You can tell by that
Radio
little
1 Papa Foxtrot,
carrot.
Joshua approach Mojave, altimeter 2987, contact Mojave Tower 127.6.
2987, contact Mohammed.
Engine selector to normal.
Here's 81 Papa.
We're 2 Charlie Alpha, reaching 2000, clear direct fuel beach.
APU bleed off.
Reaching 2,000 fuel beach to Charlie Alpha.
Over your nose and mouth. Secure the elastic band behind your head and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen
Anti-ice. We do need pitot. Flap lever, set, pitch trim, ECAM.
62 Bravo Delta, the Diamond DA62 Golf with information Quebec, requesting flight following to Monterey at 6,500 feet.
Engine's good, doors are shut. Feels good. Electric's good. Hydro is green. Bleed air is green.
We're 62 Bravo Delta, camera ground, departure
Environment
frequency
is green.
124.7, squawk 6150.
Departure frequency 124.7 and squawk 6150, 62 Bravo Delta.
We're 2 Bravo Delta, reback is correct. Did you say you're at Diamond 62 or 42?
Brakes
Diamond
RTO.
62 Bravo Delta.
We're 2 Bravo Delta, thanks.
Electronic devices, calculators, CD players, laptop computers may be used when the
Okay.
seatbelt sign is off or when permitted
Get
All
ATIS.
runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta.
Information
Radar 1
Delta.
Foxtrot Mojave Tower, enter left downwind, runway 26, runway 26, clear to land.
1953 Zulu.
Federland,
Wind 190
runway
at 10.
26, left
Gust
downwind.
17.
Airspeed 81,
Visibility
Foxtrot.
10. 4,500 scattered. Ceiling 10,000 broken. 16,000 broken. Temperature 16. Dew point 9er. Altimeter 997. Arriving runways 24 right, 25 left. Departing runways 24 left, 25 left, 25 right.
The weather's not updating. No, my track IR's gonna act stupid. That's alright.
VFR departures, contact, clearance, delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and in flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta.
Let's see if I can get this to work a little better. All right. 2175. Terminal 7.
Torrance Tower 1, Juliet Romeo, midfield downwind for 11 left.
Number 1 Juliet Romeo, runway 11 left, clear for the option.
Clear for the options, 1 on left, 1 Juliet Romeo.
Los Angeles ground, United 1399, Terminal 7, current with Delta, ready taxi.
United 1399, heavy LA ground, runway 25 right, taxi via Charlie 7 Bravo.
25 right via Charlie 7 Bravo, United 1399 heavy. Charlie 7 Bravo, so we're gonna go left right there. Goes a GA aircraft.
Tower, Twin Diamond, 1 Fox uniform is clear of the runway.
211 Foxtrot uniform, taxi to the parking via Bravo, monitor ground, and pass for Cat 10.
Taxi via Bravo, and thanks for the pass. 1 Foxtrot uniform.
Class Bravo, how you doing there, bud? Did United get their A350 orders? Oh, you're talking like in real life. I assume you mean real life. I don't know. This is the only livery that I use on the Flight Factor Airbus A350. Just because I fly United and I fly Allegiant when it comes to my airliner stuff. But Allegiant, my VA, does not use 350s. They only have the A320 package. I can substitute an A321 for the A320 because in real life Allegiant doesn't have A321s, but they do have a ton of A320s. And Flight Factor A320 has horrible performance, as everybody knows. So I've been substituting that on my VA with the tallest A321, which is I get like 70 FPS with that airplane. And that's with all the extra stuff I have with it, the co-pilot plug-in and the BSS sounds package. So takeoff config check. Takeoff config and normal.
We're down to 1 Delta Mike, contact Las Vegas approach 118.4.
Okay. Oh, you were joking? They don't have it yet. Can you show the outside? Yeah. Yeah, let me come to a complete stop and I'll show you. This plane
Joshua,
is a
approach
monster.
060
Like,
Victor
it
Juliet.
looks ridiculous next to other
November
airplanes.
80 Victor
Looking at
Juliet,
it by
Joshua,
itself without having any other
approach
airplane to
80
compare
Victor
it
Juliet,
to,
lost radio contact
it looks
with
good,
my
but
last,
otherwise it's a
Joshua approach
monster.
frequency without being switched over, so I'm wondering if this is the correct frequency to be on.
Reserve Victor Juliet, were you on 126.1 or were you still with
Like,
SoCal
let me give you
on
some
134.6?
strobes and some lights here. So we got landing lights.
I was on 125.1, 0 Victor Juliet.
Okay. That was my fault, I guess. Tried to double check when you switched frequency. Changed my frequency 126.1.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool plane. The tulip livery, yeah. Yeah, this is the one that comes with it,
on 126.1.
actually. So
Reserve Victor Juliet, thanks. It works a lot
departure,
better
summer,
when you're not on the Hawthorne ground frequency. That was what you were
summer
on.
2.
Oh, okay. I looked up Joshua approach at KVCV.
And we got climb and nav. Pax will do
so.
that in a second.
Yeah, the one you came to is fine.
And
the one
landing
that you
lights are
accidentally had
on.
tuned up
We're
was for
on
Hawthorne ground.
Okay, Roger,
tower.
thanks.
Departures 125.2.
Approach TBM 901 Delta Mike on the crest 04, level 10,000 with Sierra. Would like the 26 right ILS if possible.
Yeah, we
November
are
901 Delta
short
Mike,
two,
Vegas,
right.
Las Vegas approach. Expect that, and you said you had the weather?
Yeah, we've got Sierra for Vegas from 901 Delta Mike.
1 Delta Mike, that's going to maintain 8,000.
Down 8,000, 901 Delta Mike.
Brady 1 Papa Foxtrot, taxi to parking via Charlie, and monitor ground pass for Cat 6.
LA Tower, United 1399 Heavy, holding short 25 right.
Alpha for 26, ready for
Duh.
departure.
Stepped on some.
982 Charlie Alpha,
Taxi.
contact SoCal approach 134.9er.
Charlie. Monitor ground 0881 Papa Foxtrot. Thank you.
I don't think he heard me.
Forest Tower 1, Juliet Romeo, midfield downwind for 11 left. I'm gonna request for full stop this time.
For 1 Juliet Romeo, runway 11 left, cleared to land.
Coming up to my takeoff
Clear to
fuel,
land. 1 left, 1 Juliet Romeo.
which is 13.4.
United 1399 Los Angeles, sorry, United 1399 Heavy, LA Tower, runway 25 right, cleared for takeoff.
25 right, clear for takeoff, United 1399 Heavy.
November 62 Bravo Delta Camarillo Tower, proceed on course, runway 26, cleared for takeoff.
Proceed on course, cleared for takeoff 2662 Bravo Delta.
Number 982 Charlie Alpha, contact SoCal approach 134.9er.
134.9 2 Charlie Alpha.
2 packs off for takeoff. And away we go. Engines 50%.
Skyhawk November 92 Charlie Alpha 6000.
Engines are stable. Flex 57, SRS active, airspeed's alive.
The Burbank altimeter 29er, sorry, the Van Nuys altimeter 29904. Romeo is current.
80 knots.
29994, thanks
Cross
for
check.
Romeo 2 Charlie Alpha.
For 349er Mike Echo, contact Victorville Tower.
Tower 349 Mike Echo.
For 209er57, contact LA Center 126.35.
V1, rotate.
126.35, Cessna 957.
Victorville Tower, Skyhawk 349 Mike Echo, V117.
And positive right, deer
349er
coming
Mike
up.
Echo, Victorville Tower, runway 17, clear to land, twin 16015, gust 25.
Climb thrust here in a second.
Mike Echo.
Climb. Autopilot. Everything's looking good. Terrain my butt, we're over the ocean. Packs back on.
Ground, Skyhawk 978 Alpha Papa at the SBO, ready to taxi for
Spoilers,
westbound departure
speed brakes,
with information. Go.
unarmed.
We're 978 Alpha Papa, San Bernardino ground to runway 6, taxi via Alpha.
Flaps should retract at 215.
Runway 60 Alpha, Skyhawk 8 Alpha Papa.
United 1399 Heavy, contact SoCal departure.
Over to departure, United 1399 Heavy. Alright, there's flaps. We'll take flaps out. We're going to go departure.
20957 LA Steiner, roger.
SoCal departure, United 1399 Heavy, climbing via the summer 2, leaving 2,900 for 5,000.
United 1399 Heavy, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb via SID.
Climb via the SID, United 1399 Heavy.
Number 62 Bravo Delta, contact point, move
so
departure.
we can go up to flight level 230.
Departure 62 Bravo Delta.
I went way too far. 230 is our highest.
Good departure, November 62 Bravo Delta, 2,300 for 6,500 feet.
I think. Where's that?
Number 62 Bravo Delta, point Magoo departure, radar contact.
Where's the top altitude on this? Alright, I need to be below 12,000 at dark. So we got 12,000 hard coded there, so that's fine. Let's turn these off, constraints on. And, holy crap. Let's look up the top altitude.
Number 91 Delta Mike, flighting 010, descend and maintain 5,500.
01000 and 5,500 for 91 Delta Mike.
For 982 Charlie Alpha, contact SoCal approach
230.
134.2 to Charlie Alpha.
Alright, easy enough. Man, my weather hasn't updated at all. The FS Global Real Weather, it's still the same. It shows 1812 Zulu as last update.
SoCal, first Skyhawk November 92.
Yeah,
Charlie
that's like
Alpha,
2 hours ago.
6,000.
Let's see if I can force it to update. Refresh
992 Charlie
weather.
Alpha.
Sometimes it
SoCal
does
approach,
that.
advise you have the weather at Van Nuys and say approach request. Actually, I'm sorry, expect ILS runway 16 right approach.
10,000 feet.
Yeah,
Turn off our landing lights.
Zulu runway 16 right. We do have Romeo 2 Charlie Alpha.
For 2 Charlie Alpha, roger.
Ground spoilers to ice. That's fine. 12,000 at dark, so we'll hold up there, and there's no speed restraint. Other than the cost index slowing us down.
Lawrence Tower 1 Juliet Romeo clear of 11.
Yeah, it's still showing
left,
1812 Zulu
Hotel requesting taxi to GA parking.
for the last
Juliet
update.
Romeo, taxi parking via Hotel Alpha.
That's not right.
Hotel Alpha GA parking 1 Juliet Romeo.
FS Global Real Weather does this every once in a while. It just does not
Number 91
update.
Delta Mike, 3 miles from Shan, turn left heading 280, maintain 5,000 until
So
established on the
we're
local
going to be
clear
using
ILS, runway 2
old weather.
left approach.
That's fine.
Alright, 280 and 5,000 until established, cleared 26 right ILS for 901 Delta Mike.
We'll do announcements. We'll do climb announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, our aircraft continues to climb. We would like to remind you that all flights of our airline are non-smoking. For your safety, the lavatories have been equipped with smoke detectors.
If you need a new cruise altitude, you put it in here, under program, you would enter it there because that's the only place I've been able to find to do it.
230 to rejoin. Yeah, 230 rejoin, final one.
I guess you could change it there too.
United 1399, contact LA Center 133.2.
LA Center 133.2, United 1399 Heavy. 133.2. 332, LA Center, climbing via the SID. LA Center, United 1399, climbing via the Summer 2, leaving 15,400.
United 1399, LA Center, climb and maintain flight level 300.
Climb maintain flight level 300, United 1399. Yeah, you don't have to end it with heavy when you're with the centers because they don't need it. It's mainly, you only say heavy for separation purposes if you're in an aircraft that has a heavy classification because of the turbulent wind behind a big aircraft. So you say heavy at everything under center. Center is the only one you don't have to say it with. Let's go standard, standard. And seat belts off.
November 80 Victor Juliet, contact LA Center 134.65.
And you may now move about the cabin.
And we'll push this one out to plan and push it way out. It's not enough.
LA Center, Cirrus 80 Victor Juliet, 11,000.
November 80 Victor Juliet, Los Angeles Center, Daggett, altimeter 2987.
2987, 0 Victor Juliet.
It's a nice airplane though. I do like this airplane. I don't fly it all that often just because it's a beast. It truly is a beast. But if you like button pushing and a lot of stuff to do, and glass cockpit type stuff, it's a fun airplane. Crew set, anti-ice, seat belts, ECAM,
Delta Mike, contact tower 119.
nav aids, optimal max altitude. Okay. Coming up here. SFO. And we're going to be doing the arrival.
491 Delta Mike, Vegas Tower, you're cleared for ILS runway 26 left approach, runway 26
Surfer
right,
4.
the right side still clear to land.
Otherwise, it would be the waves, I think.
56 Tango X-ray, Palomar clearance, clear to Palomar Airport.
Yeah, waves.
On departure, flighting 250. Radar vectors to Oceanside VOR, and then direct. Maintain 4,000. Departure frequency 119.6. Squawk 7025, and hold your read back. I'll come back to you in just a second.
28 left, and
November 2 Charlie Alpha,
airport.
after Van Nuys, fly heading 320.
Gates.
For 2 Bravo Delta, contact Santa Barbara, approach 120.55.
Alright, so we're basically leaving our
6 Tango X-ray,
SID.
go ahead.
So we'll worry about this star. This airplane does not have a second flight plan, even though it shows that it does. It's in op. So I like using the second flight plan typically for having a contingency plan in case the airport flows change. So usually I would have a different star plugged in there, but because if the
Santa Barbara approach, The Santa Barbara altimeter 29908.
We're set up to land on 28 left, but sometimes the wind may change to where you have to land on 19er left, and under that case you'd have to change the star from the Surfer 4 arrival to the Waves 1 arrival, because this is for the 19s. Runway 19 left and right. So, and the waypoint is basically the same until
November 397 Juliet
Waves,
Delta,
I believe. Let me see.
Clear to Phoenix Airport.
Yeah, so that's where it changes at Waves.
Via Bard VOR.
So you go left for the 19s
Mohawk,
and you go right for the 28s. So
maintain
we're set up for the
28.
28. And then at Eddie will do a full approach.
125.55, squawk 5203.
6,000. ILS 28 left. Into San Fran, and we'll park right there at this area, E7 or E9.
Number 7 Juliet Delta, Rebecca.
It's got a huge cabin. Said this airplane is a monster. You got the bar, first class.
Number 23678, SoCal departure, squawk 5401.
You can have yourself a drink. And then you got business class. And then you have economy class in the back. Us poor people.
And have at least two at the same time there. November 56 Tango X-ray, ground runway 24, taxi via Alpha.
That's my 1,000-foot warning, so we're almost at 30,000 feet.
November 978 Alpha Papa San Bernardino Tower, runway 6, cleared for takeoff, make right downwind departure.
There's the tour.
23678 radar contact, 9 miles east of Thermal VOR, Palm Springs altimeter 29904.
We're gonna go full speed ahead. Push that out to 80 miles. And I got a crazy crossover.
91 Delta Mike, taxi to parking. Are you going to signature?
We're gonna do level out.
Delta Mike, taxi to parking via Bravo Hotel, cross runway 1 left and runway 1 right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt.
Delta Mike, monitor ground point 1.
You may now move about the cabin. However, we always recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated. You may
Number 604 Tango Tango, it's going to be a full route clearance. Let me know when you're ready.
Calculators, CD players, and laptop computers.
You can check.
Report Tango Tango, actually, stand by.
Doors are shut, that's good. Fuel is fine. Electric power is good. DC power is good. Hydro is good. APU should be off.
Tango Tango is clear to the Santa Barbara Airport. The Palmdale VOR, Victor 386, Fillmore VOR, direct Quang.
Jet pressure is
direct.
good.
Maintain 6,000, expect 8,000 in 10 minutes. Departure frequency 126.1, squawk 7425.
Landing altitude is 13.
The Victor 386 to the Fillmore VOR.
And if we need to go missed for whatever reason, I'm gonna climb to 4,000 on the San Francisco radial 275 to Allman, 15.4 DME from San Francisco and hold
contact LA
to
Center
4,000.
128.6.
So missed approach, it's 4,000 pretty much straight out except a little bit of a left turn between that
LA
mountain.
Center, Sky, correction, Beechcraft 23678 is level 5,000.
For the charts to work, you have to download a Lua script for iFly Lua, and that's how you get the AV tab in here. There's a specific Lua script for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments, the flight attendants will be passing around the cabin to offer you cold drinks, as well as a light meal. Please make sure your seats are in an upright position, and prepare your folding trays.
Alright, San Fran is currently raining,
56 Tango X-ray, Palomar Tower,
except,
runway 24,
yeah, it is raining on my weather injector too, so that's good. I wonder if it caught up finally. 2036. Looks like it finally updated. Let me see what time that is. Yeah, cool. Alright, so we have valid weather now coming into San Fran, which is raining, but that's right. So raining, altimeter is
397 Juliet Delta,
299er
taxi via Zulu.
0, and the temperature is 11 Celsius. And the winds are 240 at 12 knots. And that is information Papa 290. Visual approaches in use, VFR departures, blah blah blah. Alright. So let's see if we can enter in some arrival information. So come here. We're gonna go perf approach. The wind's 240. Knots. Temperature 11, 10, 12. And radio is probably 100. Let me see. Yep, 100. And the app is 142.
For 56 Tango X-ray, contact departure.
Top of descent is 2106. So we got 6 minutes before top of descent.
56 Tango X-ray, SoCal departure, radar contact, say approach request. For 56 Tango X-ray, climb and maintain 5,000.
Looks like that is not available yet. It'd be a little bit closer. Guess I'm a little bit too fast. Let me slow it down so I won't porpoise too much.
November 397 Juliet Delta, Yuma Tower, runway 8, cleared for takeoff.
Yes, sir. Still nothing to say. Still here, Captain. And still no new information for you. Yes, sir. Still nothing to say. Still here, Captain.
November 978 Alpha Papa, Santa Barbara, correction, SoCal departure, squawk 1565.
The descent winds will pop up when we get a little bit closer, probably within 20 miles of the top of descent, maybe 30 miles. Let's bust that down to 40 miles.
For 2 Bravo Delta, roger. 156 Tango X-ray, clear direct to Oceanside VOR, cross to Oceanside at 4,500. Cleared ILS runway 24 approach.
I don't know why I cannot get these charts to work on my laptop.
978 Alpha Papa, radar contact 8 miles west of San Bernardino, Ontario, altimeter 29907. At 1399, contact LA, correction, Oakland Center 127.45.
Oakland Center 127.45, United 1399, see ya. 2745. Over to Oakland. Cannot connect to the simulator. Oakland Center, United 1399, flight level 300.
United 1399, Oakland Center, descend via Surfer 4, arrival San Francisco, altimeter 29990.
Descend via the Surfer 4, arrival 29990, United 1399. I guess Navigraph Charts is not even connecting to the sim. It's so weird. It's working on this, but not their website. Oh well.
Walker 379, Reno ground, runway 27, taxi via Charlie and Lima.
Alright, so our descent winds might be available now. That's really weird.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seat belt is securely fastened, and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you, or in the overhead bins. Please turn off all electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate. We hope that you found our flight enjoyable. We would like to remind you that cushions and blankets are to be left in your seats. Thank you.
Got about 25 more miles to go. We'll be on our way down. Wonder if I can get this thing to hook up. Let's do map. Clear. We'll do LAX to SFO. Yeah, let's do direct to external, explain maps. Let's see if that works. External maps. Okay. We can see the storms that will be coming in. The weather is on, so be all right there. See if I can get descent winds yet. Nope. Sometimes it doesn't work. Maybe I need to be in managed mode first. I don't know. I'll change that here shortly. Put this to 20 miles, and then we can descend as far as the star is concerned, which is chart. We can descend via to 6,000, abiding by these altitude and speed restrictions on the way down. So 6,000. See if I can do wind now. There we go. Wind request. I guess I had to be in managed to make that work. So now we'll have up-to-date winds for our descent into the San Francisco Bay Area. Alright, we don't need to be doing too slow right yet. I'll slow it down once we get to our top of descent here. My dog's gonna bark. My wife's just getting home. I'm gonna mute the microphone while he barks his head off.
Albuquerque Center, Cirrus 397, Juliet Delta with you, 15,000.
Cirrus 397, Juliet Delta, Albuquerque Center, the Yuma altimeter 29993.
903.
Roger.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to remind you that use of all electronic devices during descent and landing is prohibited as it may interfere with the navigational equipment. Thank you.
I'm gonna turn off my cam for a moment too.
Walker 379 Reno Tower, proceed on course, runway 7. Walker 379 Reno Tower, proceed on course, runway 25, clear for takeoff, winds calm.
The star is going to slow us down here for these waypoints. Coming into a rain shower for sure. It's just light rain. We'll keep that in mind for our auto brakes. Do medium. And D-ATIS has changed a little bit. 2987 is our altimeter. And there's a wind 250 at 11 knots. Okay. So the wind hasn't changed that much. Still landing on the 2/8s. And it's still VFR as in visibility is 10 miles. A few clouds at 2,800 feet. And it's light rain, so it should be a uneventful landing.
Walker 379, connect narcotic departure.
The ILS is 109.55.
Walker 379, narcotic departure, radar contact, maintain VFR, Reno altimeter 2972.
So that's correct. Since it is kind of mountainous, put on terrain. Actually, I'll turn that on after a little bit. I'll let the weather primary. Wait till we get a little lower and then I'll turn on the terrain if we need it. We got an altimeter of 2987. ATIS is 1885. Let's see if we can pick that up yet.
Clouds of 2,800, 3,700 scattered, ceiling 8,000 broken. Temperature 12, dew point 6, altimeter 29087. Arriving runways 28 right, 28 left. Departing runways 1 right, 1 left. Visual approach is in use. VFR departures contact clearance livery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignment and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information, Quebec.
Alright, Currentwood, Quebec. Coming up to waves between 15 and 19, so we're holding up until after, and then we'll continue down to between 10 and 15 at 280 knots. So we're doing good there, on profile, as they say. These clouds are out to 21,000. Weather updated at 2100 Zulu, so we are good there. So it is
1399, contact NorCal approach 121.3.
NorCal 121.3, United 1399, see you. 21.3.
Walk 379, lead minus space to the west, radar service terminated, squawk maintain VFR for exchange crew, see ya.
Going to VFR, thanks for the help, walk 379.
NorCal approach, United 1399 heavy, descending via the Surfer 4, leaving 13,600. Current with Quebec, request ILS 28 left, full approach from Eddie.
813 and 89, NorCal approach, San Francisco altimeter 287, thank you for Quebec, and that's what you can expect.
2987, and plan on that, United 1399 heavy. Too many call signs to remember. Let's let me check my approach here. Wind 240 at 12, so that's all still the same. Everything is the same. We'll double check that once we get on approach phase there. Make sure everything is good to go. Get our turn our seatbelts back on. See if Navigraph charts is working yet. Nope. Their website is jacked up, at least on Chrome. I can't get it to work on Chrome. It works on here. Alright, what's the TAT? +3? That's fine. If it was negative 10 or lower, then we would need anti-icing. But it's warm enough that we don't need any of the anti-ice right now. It's 10,000 feet. Let's do landing lights on. Looks like we're slowing down for another 240 knot there. Okay. There's no icing. For those of you that follow me on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. It will help get my channel out there to other aviation enthusiasts that like sim stuff. And for you Twitch guys that are watching, if you don't know, my YouTube channel is linked down below, where I have all my aircraft done per playlist. So if you want to look at a specific aircraft that I fly, you just go to the playlist and you can find whichever one you want to look at, and it's just that airplane alone. I figure that might help people try to learn an aircraft if they can just look at one in particular.
A399 heading NorCal approach 135.65. See ya.
NorCal 135.65, United 1399 heavy. See ya. 135. 65. NorCal approach, United 1399 heavy, leaving 9,100.
1399 heavy NorCal approach, San Francisco altimeter 2987 after Eddie, cleared ILS, runway 28 left approach.
2987 after Eddie, cleared ILS 28 left approach, United 1399 heavy. Alright, let's do before landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes our aircraft will land at the destination airport. For your safety, we ask you to remain seated until the aircraft comes to a complete stop and the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off. When preparing to depart, please make sure to take all your personal belongings with you. Attention international travelers.
It's either or, not both.
Continuing your flight, follow the signs to international transit area.
And we are cleared after Eddie to fly the approach, so we can take it down to, I think it's 1800. Yeah,
397 Juliet Delta descend and maintain 11,000.
1800, so we'll reset this for 18, and then we'll reset for mist when we get there. 230 knots, we can go flaps 1. I have to wait till after Follett before we'll descend again. Hold up the speed at 210 for right now. Get ILS set up. And our winds 250. Now 11. Temperature is 12. And 10, 11. Otherwise, we are good. Do auto brake.
Albuquerque Center, the Yuma altimeter 2993.
Do brake 2. Brake 2, which is right there. That's, which runway do I have? 10,200, that'd be fine. assume this is probably approach phase is active already, so we're good there. Towers 120.5.
The past the Robles altimeter 299.1.
$200, flaps 2. Speed brakes. Armed. Put that on ILS mode. Keep that one on weather. Have this one on terrain. Weather, terrain. There we go. That'll work.
Japan 7 Juliet Delta, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
Let's drop the gear. Minimums is 100 on this, so
Phoenix approach,
should be fine.
7 Juliet Delta with you 1000.
7 Juliet Delta, Phoenix approach, Phoenix altimeter 299.1, information echo is current.
I have echo for 7 Juliet Delta, thanks.
Is he parking one of the southern FBOs?
Yeah, wherever will be fine. It doesn't really matter for 7 Juliet Delta, thanks.
Sierra 7 Juliet Delta, expect visual approach, Roy 7 right.
Expect visual for 7 right, 7 Juliet Delta.
Flaps 3.
$2,500.
$5 miles to the airport. If I don't get the handoff, I'll request it.
297 Juliet Delta, fly heading 050, back to visual approach 27 right, descend and maintain 7000.
050 for the vectors, did you say 7000 for 7 Juliet Delta?
Affirmative.
Going down to 7.
2,000.
60, flaps full.
You're at 1399, contact San Francisco Tower, 120.5, see ya.
Over to tower, 120.5, United 1399, heavy tip. 20.5. San Francisco Tower, United 1399 heavy, optional localizer, 28 left.
At 1399 heavy, San Francisco Tower, runway 28 left, clear to land, wind 24011.
28 left, clear to land, United 1399 heavy. Alright, we're looking for terminal 3, I think. Terminal 2. The steering on this
1,000.
is very bad until you get to like very slow speed, so you don't want to try to veer off the runway because it's just too heavy of an airplane to handle that. So, spoilers are armed. Okay.
Juliet Delta to maintain 5,000.
300.
Going down to 5, 7 Juliet Delta.
Above.
Autopilot off. My plane. Continuing.
90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
It's got a nice little crosswind here. Slowing pretty good. It's 80 knots. Cursor's off. Do high speed here. Brake fan. Stop after the stop bar. San Francisco Tower, United 1399 Heavy. Looking for Terminal 2.
Hey, 1399 Heavy taxi terminal via Alpha and monitor ground. See it.
Parking via Alpha on monitor ground. United 1309 Heavy. See ya. 0.8. 121.
Here's 97 Juliet Delta. Traffic. Sorry.
So monitor
Here's 97
that.
Juliet Delta. The airport at your 1 o'clock. 12 miles
Turn
toward the
the
site.
strobes off.
Got the airport side, 7 Juliet Delta.
Landing lights off.
Here's 7 Juliet Delta. Cleared visual approach runway 7 right. Contact Phoenix Tower 120.9er.
Cleared for the approach going to tower for 7 Juliet Delta, thanks. Phoenix Tower, Sirius 397 Juliet Delta with you on the visual for 7 right.
Sirius 397 Juliet Delta, Phoenix Tower, nice 7 right. Clear to land, and the wind's 2103.
Clear to land, 7 right for 7 Juliet Delta, thanks.
For your safety and comfort, we ask that you please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened.
Diamond 62 Bravo Delta.
This will indicate that we have passed at the gate and that it is safe to move.
Ready to stay down there, 2,500. Do you plan on climbing?
Seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board with you, and please use caution when opening the overhead bins, as heavy articles may have shifted around during.
Okay, I'm gonna have to terminate your radar services. Then you're gonna come into an area of high terrain, or I'm gonna lose you on radio and radar. So radar services terminated. Squawk maintain VFR for exchange approved.
Crew members will then be pleased to assist you. We remind you to wait until inside the terminal to use any electronic devices or to smoke in the designated areas. On behalf of our airline and the entire crew, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we are looking forward to seeing you on board again in the near future. Have a nice day.
Back to 0957, radar services terminated, squawk maintain VFR, for exchange approved, see ya.
Okay. Alright, well that'll do it. It's a good flight, guys. Good flight. Let's turn this stuff off, which is, where is it at? Serve, standby. Turn all that stuff off.
Disconnected.
Do a replay of the landing real quick. Verify I'm offline, which I am. Too far.
400. 300.
It's a monster of an airplane landing. Shame doesn't have any rewind playback sound. That's unfortunate. That's okay. All right, guys. Good flight. You guys have a good weekend. I'll probably do a random stream over the weekend at some point. Otherwise, you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you next stream, which is normal stream will be Monday. All right, y'all take care. See ya. Chase out.
King Air in the Cheyenne, turn left heading 320 vector for space.
Southwest 2634, the airport, 10 o'clock, 20 miles. 2634 cleared, visual for return 35 left. American 595, maintain 170 knots or greater to Diamond, contact tower 133.3, good day.
133.3 and 170 greater to Diamond, American 595, bye.
Yeah, I'm at 5414, descend to maintain 10,000.
Sky was 5259, contact Denver Center 133.17.